Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Lucid's Tournament Game 7, where we are playing Helheim. This is turn 15, and we're the last to take the turn. Let's jump to it. Not a very big turn. We have searched Dead Forest for magic sites and found nothing. And then we had an unexpected event in Dendra Nigra. The extensive bureaucracy of the local government is costly, decreasing tax gains to the treasury. Unfortunate. So we had a province income up event. Now we've had one to balance that out. Well, not quite balance it. The other one was like a 20, so still in the positive. That's good. All right, so not much happening there. What's happening in the rest of the game? So our infiltration of the Saramatian lands continue. Okay. So we can see here in the Glimmering Fields a large army gathers. Mainly Oirapadas, Saramatian archers, and Inaris. So this is dangerous. To us, specifically. Oirapadas are a match for our Hellherdings, or close to. Saramatian archers can help to penetrate our glamour, which is a pain in the ass. And then Inaris, of course, we've seen the Inaris before. Let's take a look at them again. Inaris are these bad boys. 1 astral, 2 death, 1 nature. Probably one of the best mages in the game as far as pound for pound pricing and paths go. Really fucking good mage. So I'm expecting a lot of these, and I'm expecting Saramatia to be close, because if we look, he has magic 3 scales. I'm expecting Saramatia to be getting close to Horde of Skeletons. We need to pull the trigger sooner rather than later. We're not pulling the trigger this turn, but we are probably going to be pulling the trigger next turn, if at all possible. We want Saramatia to move this army. Okay? If Saramatia does not move this army this turn, if it does not move on Marverni, I'm going to reach out to Saramatia and see if he is going to move on Marverni. And if he has plans to, great, we will wait potentially another turn. If he does not plan to, then we might not attack Saramatia. We might actually pull out and elf Marverni instead. Because if we elf Saramatia with this massive stack here, we're not going to be able to do anything, right? We're going to raid him, sure, but he's just going to counter raid and then move a large stack against us. And we can combine our stack, but then it turns into a big battle of potential fuckery. And if he has Horde of Skeletons online, he's definitely going to win. Or if he gets it online in the next 5 turns, right, he's definitely going to win. So we need him to blunt his strength against Marverni, or else this is not going to be a good move. So we're going to see how that goes. Fingers crossed. We're continuing our march through. We're going to sit off of Glimmering Fields because we don't want to get patrolled out. So we're going to head up to Amiradon. We're going to move around a little bit towards Menace, heading towards Gifa, because I think maybe that's another place he's putting up a fortification. And we're continuing to put more into the infiltration. We'll see how that goes. We've got Spart 1, the Svartalf. He came out as a Death 3, which is good, but not good. Right, Death 3 is good, but we can recruit base Death 3, so that's not really too big of a deal. Death 3 is good because it's going to, in the site searching, allow us to definitely find all of the Death sites. We're going to go to Tiny Willow initially, because I'm hoping to find something there, and then we're probably going to do a circuit around, depending on how things go. So Spart 1's going to start researching. Over here in Kohnberg, we are building our our first Owl Quill. We're producing more Vanheers. We've got some Herdmen coming out. We're continuing with our production of Hellherdings and Mounted Herdmen and Vanheers in Helheim. Our infrastructure did not pan out this turn the way we wanted it to. We only ended up with about 1,100 gold, which wasn't quite enough to recruit the things that I wanted to recruit, as well as build a temple and a lab. So we are putting up a temple in Dead Forest because I want to push my Dominion first and foremost. And we already don't have enough money to be recruiting mages everywhere that we have. So there's not really a matter to put up a lab, right? So next turn, we're going to probably do Palisade, maybe a lab, because Palisades are only, or fortresses are only 300. A lab is 600, a temple is 500. So this turn, a 600 temple and a 600 lab and 500 temple was too much with our recruitment. But next turn, a 600 lab and a 300 temple might be okay with our recruitment. So we might do that next turn. And that would be good. Otherwise, even if we don't, the reason why we're doing a temple here in Dead Forest is even if we don't do a lab here next turn, that does mean that we will be able to immediately start recruiting Jade Maidens. Okay, so Jade Maidens at 46 recruitment points. When we put a fortress, we should be able to get 2 of these per turn with a palisade, not a fortress. So that should be a start in what we're trying to achieve. What else do we have going on? We are moving more scouts down into Marverni's territory, moving more scouts over towards, and this is the province that Saramatia is talking about. Marverni not having taken yet, so let's see how that goes. So I typically don't like to pull out when I have infiltrated so hard on someone. I prefer not to pull out, but if this stack moves on someone, whether it be Marverni or Caleb or anyone, right? If the stack moves, then we'll go. But there's zero reason to just pop on someone and expect this 80 stack to not kick our ass in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? Like, will we do economic damage to Saramatia? Absolutely. Would we potentially be able to win the war? Yes. Would it turn into a long, protracted, drag down, knockout? Jesus. Words fucking just fucked me right there. Yes, it probably would. And that's not what we want, right? We have no benefit to getting into something. We're Helheim. We want quick. We want to burst someone's bubble and then just be like, well, shit, you know? So next turn, depending on what's happening, we might actually be sending people into Marverni lands, and we might just like move up through Saramatia to other scenarios. So those, we'll see. It might end up being faster to move back to our lands, right? If we take a look at like Hearst 9. Oh, he can't move. Huh, fortunate. So over here, for example, though, we can get back to Wise Spring Grove pretty quickly. We'll see, though. We'll see. We have some options, but we want to avoid moving stacks through a huge potential patrol option. So, all right, that is mostly it for the turn. We are getting close to Alteration 2 with Owl Quills coming online. We might be able to get there sooner rather than later. We might actually start switching back to producing Svartalfs here in a turn or two. We need a couple of Vanheers to be able to move troops around, though. So until that happens, we're probably going to have to keep producing Vanheers in Helheim. We'll see, though. Anyways, short turn. The excitement is yet to begin. We'll see how everything pans out shortly. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.